There's nothing that I will go through that I will not be able to bear. There's nothing that I will be able to experience that I will not be able to bear if I have the Spirit of God. And what we see in the world are people trying to deal with situations on their own strength. What we see are people trying to deal with situations on their own power. What we see are people trying to deal with difficult dilemmas on their own mind or on their own help. But what I've come by to let Bible way know is that the legacy was not done or accomplished by people that wanted to move in their own power. The legacy was accomplished by people that had the Spirit of God, people that had God's Spirit on the inside, people that had the Spirit ruling their life, people that had the Spirit controlling their actions, people that had the Spirit. So what I need to get the image back is not drugs. What I need to get the image back is not alcohol. What I need to get the image back is the Spirit of God. I need the Spirit to control my life. I need the Spirit to take control of my mind. I need the Spirit. I need a Spirit. I need a Spirit. I'm almost finished. But if you look at the image, what the image said, what God said was, I created man in my image, and I gave him the power to subdue every creature on the earth. I gave him the power to have dominion over the fish of the air and over the fowl of the sea, fish of the sea, fowl of the air. I gave him to have dominion over every creeping thing along the earth. But what gives him his dominion is not his intelligence, but what gives him his dominion is his Spirit that comes from God. What gives you dominion over your house is the Spirit of God. What gives you dominion over your job is the Spirit of God. I want to control my house. I've got to get his Spirit. I want to control my family. I've got to get his Spirit. I want to take control of my environment. I got to get his Spirit. I want to control what my kids are doing. I can't control them in anger, but I've got to get his Spirit, and I've got to put his Spirit back in me. And when his Spirit gets in me, it'll give me a complete image that would allow me to attack my situation. But the question is, how do I put his Spirit in me? How do I get the Spirit of God in me? Well, I come by to let Bible Way know that you can't get the Spirit in you by shouting and dancing. That's not how you get the Spirit in you. You're not going to get the Spirit in you by singing on the choir. You're not going to get the Spirit in you just because you come to the church. But Jesus said in John 6:63, he said, the words that I speak are spirit and life. So if I'm going to get his Spirit in me, I've got to get his word in me. I've got to put the word of God in me. I've got to put his word. Because his word will allow me to go through a tough situation that I don't think I can handle and say, no weapon formed against you shall be able. His word will allow me to go through a tough dilemma when I don't think I can make it, and his word will tell me I can do all things